Hey, wonderful folks who are watching live in Princess Suggestions. Today we have a wonderful sessions, I guess, from the beginning. So stay tuned. I will be handing over to Natasha, who is guiding the whole process today. So over to you, Natasha, and introduce all of our speakers, and then and then you are the last person to give the presentation because rapid I want to learn. So stay till the end and learn more from each of the speakers. Sure, over to you.
Thank you, Debasmita. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
As you know, it's Tuesday, and today we are going to mark you and make you learn so much things. So, our expert speakers for today are Dr. Tazyn Rahman, who is transforming trauma and empowering minds coach; Hani Vechani, who is mirror magic method coach; Saleha Ahmed, life coach and goal achievement strategist; Suman Manjrekar, infinity wealth coach; Gita Ramachandran, success leadership coach; Debasmita Basu, India's pioneer HR Hypno NLP coach; Arpita Mitra, art therapist; Maria Pontes, retirement lifestyle coach; and me, Natasha Gupta, life coach and graphotherapist. And we'll be beginning with Hani Vechani, as Dr. Tazyn Rahman is not present today. We'll miss her today. So let's start with Hani. Hani, I'm eager to learn mirror method with you. Let's start.
Thank you. Thank you, Natasha. Thank you, Debasmita, for having me. So first, a quick check. Can you all see me and hear me? Everybody, yeah. And oh, hi, Neha. Okay. Who all are new? SSS Sumata Sardar, are you there? Because she always wanted to attend this course. All right. So for all the new people who do not know me, a brief introduction. I won't take much of the time in introducing myself, but you must know a bit about me because then you'll have uh, interest in listening to what I share. Yeah. So let me share my presentation just about myself. Can you all see? Yeah. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. But I couldn't see myself. 1 minute. Give me a moment. It's not getting played. There's some glitch. Oh, some hanging. Okay. So I will not show the presentation. It's just got hanged up. No problem. So I just want all of you to pay complete attention, and I will have the experiential work with you so that you can experiment whatever I'm sharing with you. So I'm a mirror magic method coach who helps women specially to transform their life by helping them love themselves completely, connect to themselves completely, heal themselves completely, and hence manifest a beautiful life. I wouldn't say completely because there is no completion. There's always much wants more and the more and the more. One gets fulfilled, there is more to always have it. Yeah. So the 3C formula that I always share is connect to yourself and to your divine. Second C is clear all the past hurts, wounds, or anxieties or the fear of the future of anything else and create the magic. So today I'll talk about the number one step. The number one step talks about connection. It's very, very important that you connect to yourself, right? If you do not know exactly what's happening inside, if you do not know what are you afraid of, if you do not know what is the emotional baggage that we are carrying, or if you do not know what are the limiting beliefs that we are carrying, which are the biggest roadblocks in our manifestation, how many ever beautiful, powerful techniques we try, they fail, and then we think nothing works. Actually, all the beautiful things that amazing mentors and coaches and the people have created and left us with a legacy are beautiful. I love them, respect them, and honor them completely. But some things just don't work for us. And for some people, nothing works. How many of you are getting what I mean to say? How many in the room like that? Oh, How much I've tried, nothing works for me in manifestation. Kitna gadbad. Type me in the chat box if that is the case. Yeah. So today we'll do the first step. This is the missing ingredient that most of the people do not know. That if and only if, and I really stress upon it with 100,000% confidence, that if you fill in this gap, lot of your healing work will happen, lot of your manifestation work will happen, right? So the first thing is to connect. To connect. Now, how many of you see the mirror on the daily basis? Type me in the chat box. Okay, thank you. Okay, all my beautiful coaches say yes, and other people who are there. I want all the new participants who are hearing us for the first time to be actively active, so that I know you are there. If you can put your camera on so that I can see, I can connect with you. Because for me, connection is super duper important. I keep telling this on and on in my sessions that if you have the best of the phone, yeah, yeah. Suppose we have the best of the phone, iPhone 16, and I have the best of the network, SIM here, Airtel, or whichever is the best thing. For me, I have Airtel. But if there is no network, there is no connection, or maybe it is not charged, the best of the best phone will not work. Or I have the best of the AC here, I have the best of the GM switches and everything there, but there is no wire there. There's no connection. How much ever I press the remote, I try my news, batteries, and everything, doesn't work, right? So same thing, how much ever new techniques we know, how many ever new methods we learn, but if there is no connection, nothing works. Making sense? Type MS in the chat box. Does it make sense? And I want this connection with you and me. I'm here only for 10 minutes. So give me a beautiful connection so that I can give my best thing to you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Yep. Cool. So I believe you all know I'm a mirror magic coach. You need to have mirrors with you. All of you ready with your mirrors? Yep. Everybody has a mirror? Show me. Yeah, thank you. Everybody's ready. All my beautiful, amazing friends have it. And I want to see from, if I may name it, Manuche, George Thomas, SS, Sumata, I think. Neha, of course. Okay. And who else is there? Okay. So now we'll go to understand how this connection is built. Now we see mirror every day. All of you said, yes, we see. But do we feel connected or we just keep on rushing? Just putting some makeup here and there, brushing our comb, or brushing our hair, or maybe while brushing our teeth, we just see. And that too, the mind is doing something else only. We're not even aware of what's happening. So many different thoughts are there. So today we'll take 1 minute, exactly 60 seconds. I'll create a timer for 60 seconds so that, can I do that? Because one timer is holding on. So I cannot do it. Okay, no worries. I will hold out on my mobile phone. So what I want you all to do is look into your eyes. Only eyes. And notice what comes up. Become aware of your thoughts. Become aware of your body. Become aware of your emotions. What is it saying? "30 seconds more. Do not divert your attention anywhere. Only in your eyes. And become very, very aware and authentic. Whatever is coming, let it come. You do not affirm anything or declare anything. Let the mirror tell you what is it coming. All right. Let's keep our mirror. We'll come back to it in a minute. Anybody would like to share what happened when you looked into your eyes? Did it say something? Did you feel something? Yeah, unmute. Debasmita.
Yeah, my self-love has difference because I can feel that how much I'm loving myself now.
Oh, how
Yeah,
nice, how
the
nice. It
eyes
has
are
been some time we have been together doing this.
like,
Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
self-love has increased.
Wow,
That is how I am doing. I can see
wow,
my future, and my
wow.
future is thanking me for this mirror. That
Oh,
is, yeah, that is what I can feel now
so
in my
beautiful.
body.
So beautiful. I know first time when you did, you were in tears and now in your smile. That's so powerful. Thank you for sharing, sweetheart. Yeah, anybody else? Thank you. We can have one more sharing and I'll go to the next exercise. Is somebody writing in the chat box? Yes, yes. Okay. Just share what happened. Were you comfortable, especially people who are doing for the first time, just looking in the mirror? Were you comfortable? Was it little, what is happening? Or how was it? If you can help me with that so that I can go to the next step. And next step is super important than the first step. Natasha. Yeah, Natasha. Unmute.
For me, it was like जब start किया देखना, that time it was fine, but after some time, I मतलब ऐसे लग रहा था जैसे my eyes are asking to me for something.
Uh-huh.
मतलब कोई question था उनका,
Question. Yeah.
which I cannot get, but they were
Okay.
asking me.
Okay. Okay. So you need to spend some more time to understand what do you want, baby? You need to ask in the mirror. So the mirror work. Thank you for sharing. So I'll go to the next part. So in the mirror, anything can happen. It can question you, it can answer you, it can feel love, it can feel afraid, it can feel fearful, or it can feel hurt, it can feel abandoned, like where were you all these days? How come you're coming after such a long time? Anything. Only thing you need to be willing to listen to it. Before listening to it, you need to build connection. If I don't build connection, so the new people, you do not know me, so you're not even responding me. And all my friends, they know me, so they're responding me so well. It's always about when the connection is built, it is easier to flow. Same thing when you have this connection with yourself in the mirror, it will respond to you. But you need to build connection. Okay. So now we'll go to the most important favorite affirmation or favorite thing that we need to have. So it's called self-love, which becomes beautiful when you do in the mirror. Okay. So look into your eyes again and say, I love you. I really, really love you. And see what's happening in the mirror. Does the person in the mirror believe that? How is it? Okay. Give me 2 minutes. Anybody could help me with? Could the person in the mirror believe that you love her or him? Or was it?
I have a question.
Yeah, please.
The first time when I saw in the mirror, I was completely blank. So
Okay.
is it okay?
Perfect. That's a process.
Okay. I
Okay.
thought, no, nothing is coming to me.
No,
Mirror
no.
is not telling me anything. I hope I'm fine. So, but
Okay.
nothing came from the mirror.
Okay.
So I was just admiring myself.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah, so like everything is fine. I'm looking okay, and that's it. But mirror was not telling me anything.
Okay.
Complete blank and lot of shanti is there. So that I felt.
Okay. And
So
when you
is
said I
that
love
okay?
you, and when you said I love you, what was the
I
response?
love myself always, so I'm very happy about it. And when the second time I saw it, so yes, I love me.
So the mirror responded back.
The mirror responded, yes, you are beautiful.
You are beautiful, and I trust you that I love you or you love me, kind of something like that. Okay.
Exactly.
So thank you for sharing, Arpita. Yeah. So for everybody, just for a minute because my time is up, I'll just take 1 minute more. So every day, if you keep saying I love you, everything else you can create a powerful affirmation for your success, for your marriage, for your child, for your promotion, for your healing. If you have some problem in your body, the most important thing is to have conversation, and that to this conversation should be loving conversation. No matter how bad the day was or how wrong we did something. Well, we all do the mistake. Like nobody can say I haven't done the mistake. I'm perfect. Nobody is. I know that. Okay. So even if you made a mistake, you can go to the mirror and say, I still love you. So even though today I made a mistake, but I totally, completely love you. And when you do that, you will keep on growing, growing, growing in whichever field, whichever area of your life you want, right from the creating basic skills or building up confidence to go deep into spirituality or up to enlightenment. Also, you can go doing this mirror work. It has so much power because it reflects back whatever is there inside. Okay, and there is a process. You need to be continuously doing it, and that once you master it, there the sky is the limit. Okay, so you can. I have a full mirror magic workshop tomorrow. Those interested can join me tomorrow for 90 minutes workshop only on mirror magic. Yeah. So I'll take a leave. Thank you, Debasmita. Thank you, everybody, for being such a beautiful participant. See you later. Yeah, Natasha, you can take over now. Thank you, Maria.
Honey, it was a beautiful session. I truly loved it. And yes, my eyes were saying, I love you. And now we go to Saleha Ahmed. Let's start, ma'am.
One second, I will stop this. Good evening, everyone. I would like to share my PPT with all of you, so give me a moment. I am Dr. Saleha Ahmed. I help executives achieve true success by balancing their professional goals with personal well-being so that they thrive in all the 7 areas of life. And I know this is a group of corporate leaders. So how many of you think that you are stuck in a whirlwind, that there every moment you have a different priority and the priorities are changing and the demand on you is too much? Sometimes you feel overwhelmed by the constantly moving and demanding priorities. If you can connect with this, please write me in the chat box. Thank you, Maria. Yes, and the others. Okay, thank you, Neha. Thank you, Debasmita. And especially, I feel that all the working professionals are suffering from this problem where they have a lot of overwhelm. And a little bit about myself, I have been a trainer facilitator and also a corporate leader. And I worked in State Bank of India for 30 plus years. This is one of my bosses who has written a testimonial for me, a recommendation for me. I have headed the State Bank Institute of Leadership. I have coached more than 10,000 executives from more than 35 companies. These are some examples. Because being a coach and facilitator was very important for me, I have done a doctorate from MDI Gurgaon in organizational behavior, and I have various certifications from India and abroad in this particular field, including a coach certification from CLI Canada and a certified consultant from Paradigm Personality Labs USA. Because it's very important for me that people take good care of themselves, and because every individual, I seriously believe they contribute to the well-being of the entire planet. And when every individual is suffering, your suffering spreads. It spreads to your family, it spreads to your organization, it spreads to society. So I feel that each and every one of us has the prime duty to first take care of ourselves. So I post 1 minute self-care videos on social media. I'm especially active on LinkedIn, and my LinkedIn posts get a lot of views. Thankfully, people are loving them. So in 3 months, I've got 30 million plus views. So I'm really, really, truly grateful about that. Some of the top executives of some of the best known companies in the country are my coaches. Here are some names. And what I want to talk about, and all these people I coach, they're suffering from at least one, this problem is common, that they feel they are in a whirlwind. There's a demand from every direction. Somebody needs this now, whether it's the client or the boss or a vendor, or then there are demands from the family, there are demands from yourself, your own ambitions are there. And there would be some crisis, some problem, some emergency. And in this, you are always caught. What do I see? And it's not only what I see, research shows that the world over, more than 50% of managers feel burnt out. In India, what do you guess? The figure is better or worse? Somebody write in the chat box. What do you think? In India, people are more stressed or less stressed? Please write in the chat box. If you think it's more, please write more. If you think it's less, please write less. Okay, so everyone is writing more, and which is true. In India, 59%, so 9%, almost 10% more than the world average, people are experiencing stress. And stress impacts our entire system, entire life, whether it is our health or relationships, whether it is our financial well-being or career, whether it is our growth, everything is impacted by stress. And what happens that when people reach mid-career, people start feeling undervalued and overlooked. There are so many people in the churn, and you start feeling that whatever value you bring, so you were a topper in your school or college, you was doing so well in extracurricular activities, and you joined this wonderful job in a wonderful company. But after certain years, you start feeling that this company or the boss, they are actually not valuing you. Where you should have received the promotion, you are not getting it. There are demands and stress from every direction. And you have brilliant ideas, but because you are at the middle level, your voice is not getting heard. You are not the one who is taking decisions. And all this starts playing on your mind and impacting you. And sometimes you might have thought that this was the best role and the best job that you could have. But after some time, you start feeling disconnected with the role. It happened with me. I joined a bank to be a banker, and for 10 years, I enjoyed my job. And after that, I started feeling stuck. And then there is office politics, there is toxicity around. And that also, it starts impinging on you and you start suffering. And throughout our school and college, we have been told to study hard, learn and grow and get a job. And till that point in time, we continue to learn and grow. But after that, what we tend to do is what happens to our learning curve is that it goes straight. We do not think of learning, because right now it is not about learning engineering, or it is not about learning a particular discipline. It is more about learning human skills. That is, you must have heard about leadership skills, emotional intelligence, communication, negotiation. And who's teaching it? Nobody's teaching it. It's not taught in any school, any college, not even business schools teach that. And there is no opportunity, and people expect you to excel in something which you haven't had the opportunity to learn. How many of you relate with this? Please say me in the chat box. Please write me in the chat box. How many of you can relate with this, that this is what is happening to you in the corporate workplace? Okay. I don't see any responses in the chat box. And that's not giving me a lot of energy. Okay, Neha says that. Yes, thank you, Neha, for writing that. And my vision is that people, leaders in corporates, they should be leading a life of success with balance. It should not be a story of sacrifice and burnout. It should be a story of harmony, between achievement and well-being. And when you as a leader, you do that, when you live a life of success with happiness, you create ripple effects around you so that people around you also learn to value that there is such a thing called respect for others, respect for oneself, respect for one's health, relationship. And these leaders thrive themselves and they help others to thrive. And the journey to this kind of self development and the development around in the world around you starts with number one, self awareness. Now, whatever knowledge you get around in the world is valuable, but the biggest knowledge is knowing yourself. And there is an immense, huge treasure which is waiting inside you to be opened. And coaches help you do that. Know your own true power. And then identify your own unique goals, identifying your unique issues. And then the coach will help you, just like, the coach will help you find solutions from your conscious brain, what your logical brain knows, and also find solutions from your subconscious brain. Just like Honey was teaching you to look in the mirror and find out, what your eyes are telling you. So that is actually your subconscious talking to you. And once you start getting connected with that, you will find your answers. And then as a leader, you need to be learning and practicing leadership skills like how to build a team, how to communicate well with people, how to get results from people, how to negotiate well, how to execute things. So those are human skills which we need to learn. So I am a purpose and goal achievement coach whose goal is to help executives come out from the whirlwind to become aware of themselves, of their own power, of their own unique goals, unique issues. And when you start doing that, when you value yourself to achieve both success and happiness, you create an aura of light around you in which others also thrive and grow, both with success and with happiness. With that, I'll say thank you and hand it over to Natasha. Thank you, Natasha.
Thank you, Dr. Saleha Ahmed. It was really nice. And now I would like to welcome Suman Manjrekar, who is Infinity Wealth Coach. Who does not love money here? I think everybody loves money. So, hey, Suman, come up and tell us how to gain more money. Over to you,
Hi,
Suman.
everyone. A very good evening, and thank you, Natasha. So, yes, I guess everyone loves money. If yes, then either raise your hand or say type love in the chat box. No one? I know you do. Maybe you're lazy to type. And for those who are off their cameras, may I request you to switch on your cameras? As Honey said, it's about connection with money. Also, you need to have connection, right? You have to love money, and then only money will come to you. All right. So a small, brief introduction. Oh, thank you so much, Maria, for those effects. So, yeah, my name is Suman, and I'm Infinite Wealth Coach with an experience of more than 15 years in finance industry. Also an author of a book, I Will Never Die, which is available on Amazon. And it's a complete guide to retirement. I wrote this book to create awareness about retirement because people fail to plan their retirement. And when they realize this, it's very late, and time, once gone, never comes back. So, I will be sharing a few things about investments, and please make a note of this. Now, money is like, so handling money is like playing game, and how you have levels in game. How many have played Candy Crush? Yeah, it was, there was a craze few years back, and I still play, though that's my, what do you say, break time, you can say I do play Candy Crush. So there are levels, right? You have to cross in Candy Crush. Similarly, With money, money is also it's called a money game in which there are levels. And can I share my slide? All right, yeah. So can you all see my screen? Yeah. So level one is earning money. Once you earn money, then you think of saving. Before that, all expenses are there, which is another topic of mindset. But yes, you should save money. That is level two. Then level three is like once you have saved, then you think of investing, investing in various instruments, diversifying your investments. Then comes the level four, where you multiply your money. Either you invest that in another business or think of, multiple sources of income. And the level fifth is maintaining. Once the wealth is created, you need to maintain it. Otherwise, things like what happened to Anil Ambani, that may happen. I hope everyone knows what happened to Anil Ambani. So equal amount of money was given to Mukesh Ambani and Anil Ambani. See where Mukesh Ambani has reached and where Anil Ambani has gone. So even if you are gifted wealth, it is very crucial that you have that knowledge and that wisdom to handle that wealth. Now, there are six things. Okay, before I go to that, can you all type in the chat box at which level you all are in this money game? Level one, level three, level five. Please type in the chat box. Maria says 4. Thank you so much, Maria, for the answer. And what about the rest? Gita is saying 5. Wow, congratulations. That's the highest level. 4 and 5. Dr. Saleha Debasmita says 3. Gita says retired, of course. Neha says 3. Great. Good to know. So y'all are already halfway there and you need to go. So all the very best for that. And there are few things when you're building wealth, these are the things that you need to think of. 6, these are the 6 things that you need to seek from investment. One is better return. You need to check out where you are investing money. You have better returns. It shouldn't be so. I don't know how many of y'all are aware about inflation. Inflation is nothing, but things keep getting expensive. So you have to invest in a place where you multiplying. Wow. Okay. So you need to beat inflation to maintain the same standard of living. And maybe I can talk about inflation in some other session. So I'll keep that aside for now. Then second is risk management. What is risk management? So there's always a risk of losing your all money, risk of life, losing your life. If you lose your life too early, then your family suffers. So you need to have that kind of insurance that your family is well supported financially, because if there is a loss of the main breadwinner, everyone will come there for emotional support for 15 days, 1 month maximum. No one is going to give financial support for life. Then third is liquidity. You should not invest all your money in things like property or some stocks which you cannot, or some bonds rather, sorry, not stocks, which you cannot liquidate before the due date. So you should keep that in mind, at least for the emergency fund, which I had mentioned last time. You should keep it in easily liquidatable instrument. Then fourth is stability, where I'm talking about that it should increase at a level more than inflation. It should also give you a stable return. For that, also, there are different instruments. Then, fifth is flexibility. There are instruments where you don't have flexibility, like bonds. If you invest in gold bond or government bond, like 8 years, you have to wait. You cannot prematurely, get the money out, or in that case, you have to give it, like there is a reselling of that. So you have to be very mindful, and at times you are investing for 10 years, but you may need it in 5 years Or maybe you're investing for 5 years, but then you feel, okay, fine, I can extend it for another 5 years or another 10 years. So it has to give you that flexibility of loan also. You should always be mindful that I'm investing this amount. If in case of emergency, I need loan, can I get loan on that investment? And lastly, but not the least, that you should also think of tax savings when it comes to investment, in case if you're getting any benefit of investment as either a rebate, as in either a deduction that it's getting deducted from your income, or the maturity is totally tax free. So there are different instruments where the like for bank FD, if you're putting your amount in bank, the interest which you earn is taxable. So similarly, there are products where the majority is tax free. So you should keep all these 6 things in mind. And I would like to share a link wherein I always suggest that doctors always say that once a year you should have a full body checkup. I always say that you should also have a financial health checkup. And I'm sharing the link. This is a quiz wherein you can take your financial health checkup, and for each question, there is 1 mark. So the passing marks are 15 and above. And if you get less below than 15, then you definitely need to work on increasing your marks. So you can go through this quiz. You can save the link because this may take 2 minutes. And how much time do I have? 47 minutes. All right. So you can save this link and put the quiz, do the quiz later. And also, I believe in money mindset. So basically, if you are not having that mindset that yes, money is there for everyone, you won't be able to build wealth or attract money into your life. And for that reason, just to change the money mindset, I have a 5 days money manifestation class where we work on mindset. So the link which I'm sharing, it's a Linktree link. You can join a 5-day free money manifestation class, and you can connect with me for your finances. And of course, do have a financial health checkup. And that's it from me. I hope I gave you value in whatever time you were listening to me. Back to Natasha. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Suman. That was really lovely. And I think we all have earned a lot of money, right? So let's join now Gita. Gita, give us some insights for the success.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. Well, as introduction is given, I am a success and leadership coach. I have my flagship program, which is known as Dream, Design, and Drive Your Destiny, where I help people to fulfill their dreams by designing and driving and helping them to achieve their goals and helping them to achieve their goals and carve their destiny. That is my program where I incorporate my life skills, which I have learned as a life coach, incorporate soft skills and leadership skills. So this is my whole program where I help people to achieve their goals as well as achieve their become leaders. Okay, that's my this one. So today I have taken the topic as focus. I know many of you know what is focus, but then all of us know that we lose focus because of so many things. So I will start by asking you to imagine 3 or 4 situations in your life. Okay, first is when you get up. What is it that you normally do? All of you, just close your eyes and think that you have just got up. What is it that the first thing that you do? If you put in the chat, I can understand. Otherwise, generally, in today's context, people look at the mobile. Do you realize that when you are looking at the mobile, the whole day is gone in a different manner? Okay, I can understand you decide that I will check only for 1 minute. I will check if there is some urgent message. That's fine. But then generally we go and check the mobile and there the whole day. So the first thing that you have to do is you should have certain morning routines. Why I insist on this is that when you have some morning routines where you incorporate certain success habits, you will see that you are able to be more focused because you know very well what is the next thing to be done. You don't have to spend time in thinking. You have already set certain routines and you do it on a regular basis. You become consistent. So the first thing that we need to learn to be focused is self-discipline. So you can note down the first thing is self-discipline. Now, just visualize another scenario where you started. You have already said that between 9 and 12, I'm going to do my deep work, and you start working. What happens? Suddenly, the phone rings, there are alarms, somebody knocks at the door, there are notifications coming on the laptop, some messages on the mobile, and what happens to you? These are known as external distractions. What happens? You start looking at it. You think you will come back, but instead of continuing with your job, you go and check that WhatsApp, and then you go into a loop. You find that in the WhatsApp, there's another message which you feel that it is important. You go into it and continuously you get into a loop and the time is over, but what you have done is nothing. Because after any distraction, when you come back, it takes nearly 23 minutes to come back. You've already lost 23 minutes of the time you've brought. So here, what is required to be done? You need to cut away all this, what will give you distraction. You have to declutter. You have to have a working space. So there are two things which you need to do. One is set boundaries and set environment, which will be conducive for your work. Maybe sit in one place, remove all notifications, keep the phone on silent mode, or even keep it away. Whatever is required for you to do the work, ensure that you prepare the environment for it and also set boundaries. Tell people, I will not be disciplined. So the two things that you need to do to become focused is set environment and set the boundaries, in addition to developing self-discipline. Now we come to the next scenario. Okay, you have done all this, you have removed all this, and you start working. What happens? Certain thoughts come in your mind. You start thinking, oh, yesterday I had put this, what has happened? Let me check. Oh, I think I've not done the right thing. Somewhere or other, you start dwelling into the past or worrying the future. You are not in that moment. Every time you start thinking like this, there are certain things coming into your mind, certain things blaming you. Somehow or the other, you start wondering, you start again looking at it. External distractions are not there. It is your internal distraction. As and when you get internally distracted, you start checking. Now, what do you do for this? You need to start with meditation. You start learning meditation where what happens? Every time there is a mind starts wandering, you bring your mind back to the breath. You bring your mind to the present moment instead of going back and worrying about the future. So the next thing that you will need to learn is willpower. Develop your willpower. Willpower is where, you get instant gratification by doing that. You have to curtail that. When you curtail that instant gratification, that is known as willpower. So you have to develop your willpower by trying to work on your meditation and your mindfulness. So these are certain things which you have to do. Now, okay, that is all fine. You have started doing your work, you have learned all this, but something else bothers you. What is that? You start seeing people doing something or the other in your mind. You want to do that. It is aspirational, but you start attending to many things, many courses you attend. You want to do this, you want to do that. What is happening to you? You are diverting from what you actually want to achieve. You're moving away from focus, because once you are aligned with your goal, then these things should not matter to you. Is that activity? This is known as, FOMO, fear of missing out, and shiny object syndrome, which is SOS. You get into all that and you start forgetting what is it that you want to achieve. Your goal you forget and your focus is lost. So here there are certain things like which you need is, designing, you're setting your goal, prioritizing your activities, preparing the, to-do list, taking short breaks, removing procrastination. All these are habits or the things which you will learn. And once you learn that, you have to ensure that your thoughts, actions are aligned towards your goal. Once you see that it is aligned towards your goal, then you will not lose focus. So you write your goal, make it visible, you have your vision board, everything says what you have to achieve. When you are focused on that goal, whatever you do will be aligned towards that goal. And that is how you develop focus. So can I know from all of you what are the things that you have to do? First is develop self-discipline so that you are able to develop your success habits, which will help you to become focused. Then set your boundaries, set your environment, and then develop willpower by meditating and focusing on breath and being mindful. And the last one is align everything towards your goal. Now, if you do all that, you will find that there are many things which you do. You should not do multitasking. You should take care of your physical, like your mind, body, and soul. You should see that it is given proper nutritious food. Even for your brain, you should provide nutritious food. You should have adequate sleep. You should do your exercise. So for your physical body, for your mental body, and for your emotional health, you should do all what is required to see that you develop your focus. I hope you have understood how is it that one loses focus and how you can bring yourself to become focused and achieve your goal. I know I went quickly because I wanted to make sure that I am adhering to the time, but now I am open to any question from anybody. I suppose I have covered what I have wanted to cover. Decluttering, removing all distractions, all that are essential. Once you do that, for the next 1 week, you try it out and let me know whether your productivity has increased or not. It will be, surely I will tell you, it will go to 3 times.
I have a question.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So, when you were talking about internal distraction, of either past or future, and did you speak something about breath? Like you keep thinking about future or past, and then you should bring back yourself with breath awareness, like breathing?
No. That when you practice meditation and you bring back, that becomes a habit for you. So when your mind is wandering, you know that every time you have practiced that to bring back your breath, here you bring back your task. That is what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So whenever your mind is wandering, think that you have to bring back to your task on hand. That's how you. So external distractions clear everything. Internal distractions start bringing back to whatever you are having. And all other things align towards your goal only. Whatever is going to help you achieve your goal, if you do only that. Don't start taking up many other projects, all shiny objects, and also becoming, FOMO, fear of missing out. You join here, you join there. Then you find that you are losing focus. You have lost everything. Okay? Yeah.
Amazing, Gita ji, amazing. It was deep
Actually,
insight.
I just want to say this to Gita ji that Gita ji, I love you. The way you speak, the way you say the things, it's awesome. Awesome. I mean, even if, listening to you, I think we are all diverted from whatever thoughts are coming and we are listening to you. It is that focused. And I am really blessed to have you in our talk, the way you have expressed. You know, the whatever are the means to concentrate or to make yourself calm or to bring yourself to the present moment, which is very, very important. So awesome, very well explained. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. You can, my links probably will be put here. So if
I have
anybody
already I have shared all the links of all of them, those who have been already spoken. So all their links are there in the chat box.
So you can contact me for one-on-one, or then I will be able to help you to achieve your goals, whatever your goals. That much I can assure you. Okay?
Thank you so
Thank,
much, Gita
thank
ji. It
you.
was lovely, lovely listening to you. And thank you, Arpita, for the sharing. It was amazing. And let's have now our mentor, our coach, Debasmita.
Thank you so much, Natasha. It's wonderful. Let me also start my time.
Can I have a picture till then? Like if everyone can show your heart.
Yeah, before
We
I
missed
start the
it.
timer, you just do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Please give me your hearts.
Oh, yes. Hearts are always there for
Oh,
you, Suman,
great.
and everyone.
Thank you. Thank you
Thanks,
so
Suman.
much.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
yeah.
you, Suman. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And
Now
thank
let's
you,
start with
Natasha.
Debasmita.
Wonderfully you are doing. And now, many of you have a question of focus. How to bring focus? Yeah. And I love the energy of Gita. I captured that. And I love the way Suman has asked for the checkup, right? The finance checkup. Yes. So, do you want to do your focus checkup? I'm just tweaking some words. So, if you want to see, let's say, the checkup of your focus, how much you are at the scale. So, for this, I want to just to request people who are traveling. Just if you're traveling, just buzz on the chat session. I'm traveling. So, I will request you to observe. And if you're the person who are in the kitchen, just raise or mention that I'm in the kitchen. So for two people, just be an observer. And those person who are sitting like the panelists here, calm, quite comfortable, they can be the person who can do this process, right? So yes. So I got some messages. Okay, so last was the message to connect with Gita. Okay, so I would request all the participants just to participate, just to mention whether are you traveling or in the kitchen, or you're sitting comfortably, because it will give you a better clarity of your focus. Now let's start the process. Just observe the room in the way you are sitting and see anything which is distracting you, any object which you are feeling distracted. Don't see your mobile or just don't see your mobile at this moment if you're in the session, because you will feel definitely distracted because the notification will come. Apart from it, yeah, just take the room, completely room, and then once you are ready, I will request you to just close your eyes. And
I'm
keep a
sorry, I did
nice
not get. We are supposed to check for something that is distracting us.
Yes. Anything in your room which is distracting you, apart from your mobile, don't you can see your mobile. It will make this distraction. Yeah. Anything is distracting you. So now just close your eyes. You can nice it within. And slowly breathe out. Within. If possible, hold it for 4 seconds. If you have a problem of asthma, then just breathe out. And if you have any such issues, you can hold for 4 seconds, please. It will give you a better clarity. So, in this process, you can rise the breathing, hold it, and slowly breathe out. And while you're doing this process, you can feel from your head to your toe. You are more aligned, feeling more comfortable and relaxed and calm. Now, visualize in your past where any scenario where you were more focused. In your childhood, where you were doing something with more focus. Anything which you were doing with art or anything like any form of things like playing or something which you love and you were doing with more focus. Visualize any scenario. And once you get that, just show me a thumbs up. Thank you, Dr. Sala. Gita. Take that in one hand where you were doing this with more focus. Take it in one hand and feel that energy completely. And in other hand, just think of any scenario which is causing a lot of distractions in your life, which is stopping you to get the focus. Just visualize that scenario, which is stopping you to get that focus, which you are desiring for, which you are meant for.
Question. See, it's very clear.
Yeah, Mani, do you have any question?
Let's take on the top.
You can take the questions later. We'll do the process with you if possible. But please, just while doing the process, I would request you to not to ask any questions. I'll come to you after something. So now, put your hand mirroring to each other, and in each scenario, put a symbol. Symbol may be anything, animal, bird, any pictures, anything, whatever comes to your mind. Feel the symbol of where you were more focused. In one hand, see the energy, and the energy on the other hand, where is stopping you to get that focus because that is something which is distracting you. And once put the symbol in both the hands, now be an observant and focus that what that particular hand which has a problem with no focus, which is stopping you, is giving a positive intention or a message to the hand which is where you are more focused. By doing this, don't ask how, why these questions because let your unconscious mind guide you. and find any messages. And in symbols also, quietly in this process. And once you're ready, let your unconscious mind bring your two hands together and create a bigger symbol, which is for your success. Once you're ready, let your unconscious mind bring you back to your present moment and slowly open your eyes and take once you're back. I would request you to wiggle your hand and take that energy in your body completely. Now, Manu, if you have any question, I would request you to just to ask. And yeah,
I have a question.
yes,
Like your voice was not clear. So, in one hand, where the focus was less,
uh-huh.
there the symbol should be different or the same symbol?
Symbol, maybe anything. It will be a same symbol is also fine, and different symbol is also fine. No problem in that.
Okay. And we had to set the intention that it's we are getting focused, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what symbol, by the way, you said?
Sun.
Wonderful.
Even I saw a ball of fire.
Wow.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, powerful.
Thank
And
you.
the messages will come to you people soon because message will also come. Today or by morning tomorrow, you will get it because your unconscious mind has already grasped it. It is stated that 95% of our brain is unconscious, 5% is conscious. So your already unconscious mind has received that message. Yeah.
It was very powerful, Debasmita. I suppose everybody enjoyed the activity. Now
So,
let's move.
anyone having any questions? Because I saw Manu that time. You have still questions, please do ask. And others, if you want to share, you can share it. And yes, we'll give one more minute. And then we will be asked. Yeah. You want to share anything?
Yeah, I found something very unique. When you said childhood, I remembered my school days where a teacher used to teach us bread and biscuit making.
Yeah.
So I used to love that, and that's how I enhanced my skill. But then
Huh?
when it came to, this is with a Suman also to hear, when it comes to investing in shares, I'm like shit scared. So, and when you said give it a symbol, for the bread and biscuit, it was the heart, and for the investment, it had a little sapling that came up to me. So I felt very, confident, little better with these two combinations. Thank you. I will go back to Suman a little later to take some financial tips.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Everybody will get your messages. Just put it in the group what messages you are receiving to know something will come for sure. And thank you, Gita, for focus. I got it. Thank you so much. Yeah. Over to you, Natasha. And if anybody wants, please connect or you just use the chat session. We are there to help. Yeah. Over to you, Natasha. Thank you, Maria.
Thank you, Debasmita. It was lovely. And now I would like to call our art therapist, Arpita Mitra.
Thank you so much, Natasha. And I'm thoroughly enjoying the session, and everybody spoke so well. So let me just introduce myself briefly. I'm an artist by profession, and I am an art therapist. And also, I put up my shows, my exhibitions from time to time. I've been a teacher always, and I started my own venture, which is called Art Mania Worldwide. And this is something where I thought that since I love to teach, so I thought that whatever I know, I can teach to all age groups, because this is something which is open for all age group, right from 5 years to any age group can join this platform and learn painting, singing, dance, or we have self-defense classes, French, and there are many more things. And we organize a lot of workshops, because art is something which has the power to heal. So if art can heal people, and art is a very good time pass, art gives you the calmness, and colors speak lots and lots about yourself. So you just have to, if anything is holding you back, you can express through art. Sometimes it happens that you don't have words to express, right? So even if you think that, you must have experienced, I'm sure everybody has experienced when in your college days or maybe in your school, when teacher is giving you some lectures and you are not able to concentrate what she's telling you. So your hands automatically, used to draw something, anything that you were using with the pen and the notebook, where you were supposed to note down the notes of the teacher, which you are not doing, and your hands are moving. Now, that is something where you are with yourself, subconsciously, unconsciously, or maybe this is what actually you want, because you are not able to express yourself. Okay, you cannot move out of the class, so you have to stay there, but you don't want to listen, so you are with yourself. So that gives you the calmness. That gives you, again, it will help you in concentrating, because after some time you'll feel again you are listening to the lecture. Right. Now, how does this happen? Because those few moments, you started working on yourself, and then you again went back to the present situation. So art has that power to heal. Now today, in my last few sessions that we took here, so I talked about mandala, because mandala is something which we use in art therapy, where you can express yourself and you can draw, because it's a repetition of whatever you are doing, any design, because art does not limit you with anything. There is no rule for art कि ऐसा ही होना चाहिए. There's nothing like ऐसा ही होना चाहिए. Anything you can draw anything the way you express yourself, right? So today I thought that I'll do some affirmations, because the mandala I did it with affirmations, mandala affirmations. Today, I thought that let's do a self-portrait. It's not exactly, a fine art work that I'm going to do here. So I am not carrying any colors or brushes and, doing the techniques as a fine art thing. But it is just a rough sketch. You think you are at peace and you are with yourself. When you are talking to yourself, you are seeing yourself. So what is coming to your mind? How do you look yourself? And in that, you can write some positive words which you feel you want to inculcate in yourself. All right. So I'll begin with a sheet that I have. All right. So my sheet is visible. Now I have taken a pen and I have short hair. So I'm starting with the hair. And if you all have a pen and a copy, you can also start with your hair. Okay, start with your hair, how your hair is. It's long, short, you do a jura, a bun, whatever you feel. So I have short hair, my ears are there. And the other side. And I'm just creating my face cut first. So I got my hair and now I can do a face cut. And my eyes, eyebrows. Okay. After doing my eyebrows, I can do roughly my eyes. I wear specs, so I'm doing a specs. My nose and my lips. Now, if you want to smile, if you want a smiling face, just stretch your center part. You'll get a smile on your face. All right, the center part, the middle lip, okay. And so, if I think this is me, then I can write, I'm at ease, I'm powerful, whatever is coming to your mind. On the hair, I'm writing. This is the space on which I'm writing. I am happy. I'm positive. You can write sentences. You can write words. I am successful. I support my goals. Whatever words are coming to your mind, my future that you want to see. My intentions. I believe myself. Full of positive energy. I support my dreams. I believe in myself. I support my goals, and so on. So if you keep on writing on yourself, on your pick, okay, so here it is, you can see that you have created your face and you have written over yourself. And writing has such power, okay? Because whatever is coming to your mind, you are thinking and you are writing. And that will help you in manifestations. Now, this is the power where you can do whatever is coming to your mind, just write it, jot it down, and then keep it safely. Don't throw it away. And when once in a while, when you are taking it out, or maybe you can paste it on some pin board or something where you can see it every time. You have written something, whatever you want, you pin it on your pin board and see it. It will help you in gaining those energies with you. It will always, because it is your face that you have drawn, and that is so special. So, thank you. Thank you, because art has that power to express yourself. Where words stop, art begins. So, all my links are here. I'm just pasting my links. Okay, and my phone number also I'm sharing. So if anybody has to connect with me and wants to learn painting or singing or dance or join my platform that is called Art Mania Worldwide, you can search it on Google. Just type Art Mania Worldwide or Arpita Mitra Artist. You will get all my links. And thank you so much, Gita ji. And I'm just sharing my phone number, 9267994740 is my number, so you can save it. And thank you so much, Debasmita, for inviting. I'm really thoroughly enjoying the Tuesday sessions, which are so special for me, and listening to everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Arpita. It was really nice. See what I made. It was amazing. Even I enjoyed it.
Oh, wow. Very nice. If anybody has made their face,
Please share it.
please
share.
share, please show.
Arpita, I was so focused on what you were doing. I didn't want to do anything. So I promise you I will do it now before going to bed, and I'll put it on the group.
Very nice.
It was
I'll wait.
filled with energy doing it.
Wow.
Lovely. Dr.
Thank you
It-
so much.
Dr. Saleha's, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
And
didn't
now
have
we
enough
have-
hair to write on, so I had to write on the side.
It's okay. The purpose was to write.
Absolute purpose is that on that sheet where you are seeing yourself and just write whatever are your thoughts coming.
Superb.
Thank you. It was very nice. It was very nice to do it.
Yeah.
It's a very different experience, writing
Yeah.
on your face.
Actually, when we write, we are into present moment. That is why. Arpita, it's amazing. It's powerful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Now let's call Maria. Maria, please
Thank
give
you.
us some retirement plan tips.
Yes, I would love to, and hence I'm here today. So, can I go ahead? Thank
Of
you.
course, the floor is yours.
Thank you. So, good evening, friends, and thank you for joining. I have a very special friend today, but I would like to mention right now. It's Betty Poha from all the way from Malaysia. She's joined. I'm so excited that she's here tonight. Thank you, Betty. Well, so I take the stage, and let me share a little bit about why retirement lifestyle planning. Now, this was, I had 5 years left before my retirement, and I was doing my New Year resolution, and I said, my God, I just have 5 years left, and 38 years have gone by. It's so fast. But I was a little worried. So I go to my coach and HR head, and he asked me two questions. I said, I'm retired. I have 5 years to retire. What do I do? He asked me two questions, which I will not forget. And it's very important that I share with you. What is your net worth? And I had no answers. I was doing some investments, but all haywire. That's why it's nice to have Suman here on the group. I mean, she's just left. The second was, how will you spend your time? And I told him, don't worry. I will go and help the NGO. Do you know what he told me the next question? Your paycheck will stop, but your expenses will continue. Have you thought about it? That gave me the shivers of my life. And that's where my journey of reinventing my retirement lifestyle started. And that's where I took it off from there. Didn't want, I wanted to enjoy myself and have fun also. So I'll just share my presentation and take you through a little bit of my work. So as I said, I'm keen in transforming challenges into opportunities because that's something that I've experienced, and also where a lot of my participants who I connect with tell me that it's a challenge getting into this. And why is because they come across a lot of pains which I have collected during my connection with them, my consultations with them. One is financial uncertainty, and hence I love the way Suman talked about financial planning and why it's important. Because it's the fear that we all have. We may have our financial planning done, but not in a structured and real serious way. Second is we lose our identity. Some say, okay, I'm a vice president or I'm a general manager. And then they say, what will I do tomorrow? Who will even ask for me? So outside the office, they are nothing. Third is some of them have health concerns. They've complained of having health concerns. So how do we keep up to our health? Especially a lot of people have talked about mental and emotional well-being, which has then, gone into their physical health. And it's a rolling stone that doesn't stop there. The physical health also deteriorates our financial health. And because we go to the doctor, we'll end up spending money with the doctor, and then there's a hole into our pockets. The other thing is you don't know what to do, because while at office, you had a structure. Every day you went to office, came back, you did a lot of things. But once you retire and you are at home next day, you need to have a structure. So what are you going to do? What do you want to do? So these are things that you need to talk about. The other is, in lack of purpose, there's also something called contribution. We're all having a lot of experience, wisdom. Can I give in any way? Maybe as a mentor, maybe to some NGO, maybe to a lot of other people who need our services, our skills, our support. If not, is there something that I can upskill and then go and contribute in that way? Maybe earn some money out of it, some passive income. Why not? So these are a lot of common complaints that some of my participants have shared. There are many more, but I've just chosen the couple of few ones. The next is, how do we transition into retirement? It's not an easy task. Definitely. There's a lot of work that goes under the bridge. You need to work on a lot of the things that you would like to do. So there are some things that I've picked up. Definitely financial planning is important, because without that, you can do nothing. Secondly is the health. In health, you have mental, emotional, and physical. Am I in a position? Do I need to focus on my health? This is another thing that a lot of us, overlook. And finally, finding a purpose. Do I have the skills wherein I can either make use of it, earn passive income, and even if I don't need the money, definitely contribute it in some way or the other, or be of service to some NGO. That way, we can also find ways to do things. I'll just take a little break and ask, what are some of your problems that you face if you were to retire tomorrow? Or you would have heard this from your parents, from your family and friends or in your network, or maybe colleagues who are senior in your office, if you are young right now, who talk about, I'm getting old, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Anybody who would like to share their viewpoints on retirement planning? Please put it in the yeah.
Yeah, please.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes,
You can unmute
share.
yourselves.
Yes, Tojo, you can
Yeah,
share.
hi. Thank
Hi.
you.
Welcome.
I would say one of the major problems right now, to be very frank, um, even with government organizations, after 2006, if you have joined, right, you don't have pension.
Yeah.
That is the first challenge that you have. And second, this happened with me just exactly a week back, where a classmate of mine, I completed my management from School of Management, Pondicherry, and a classmate of mine, that point of time, I was more a marketing guy, I was specializing in marketing and she was specializing in finance. And her job also continued to that particular journey. But one thing, so last week when she called me and she asked me about certain investments, and I was giving her some clarity, that's when a thought came into my mind. The thing is, no, it's not just a thought. That's when the reality struck to me, actually. That people, when they start their job, yes, they're very happy to get their salary. They're looking at their family. They're taking care of the needs. Everything is coming into picture, and they're very happily doing it. But in spite of being educated, in spite of the person whom I'm actually talking about is the global head for a particular project across Citibank. In spite of being so well versed with finance and being in the helm of her, peak of her career, in spite of that, as soon as they start the job, right, they are not able to focus on their personal finance. This is one truth that actually hit me last week. Right. That's when I actually thought, okay, if a person who specialized in, because for me, if you ask me, when I was doing my college, if you ask me about anything about finance was like, till the third semester, finance was always like Greek and Latin. It's only after that I started learning a little bit. But here is a person who is actually specializing in finance. She had a background in finance even during an UG, and she was a gold medalist in the university. Because I know her for a long time. In spite of that, when she calls me and asks me certain things, that's when it actually stuck to me that people are too much caught up in their job and running behind earning their money. And today you exactly told me the same, just 5 years before your retirement. So I would say I would thank my lucky stars because I was thrown out of my job in the first 6 months. So I decided that money should not be a challenge, and I started working towards it, beginning of it, and I retired early. But this is the reality as such. This is the reality. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah, thank you for sharing, Tojo, because it is so real for everybody, but in different pockets is what even I realized. Yeah, I'll just continue and then we can just share. I have just a few slides. So as I said, these are just some of the things I have put as what we can do, but each one has his or her own journey of what they want to do in retirement, and hence their planning would be different. The next is, of course, for a fulfilling retirement. Again, some key holders I have put here. Financials, as I talked about, setting financial goals, and that's exactly what Suman was talking about. So I could, understand when it comes to creating a substantial budget, investing in low risk, steady incomes. Then health and wellness is what I've already talked about. Legacy building, that's so important. Like somebody could write a book, mentor young people, young minds, young professionals, and we need a lot of that in our corporates today. Or even have a start a non-profit organization or your own organization, as Tojo was just talking about. Social engagement is so important because we're so used to having people around with us in our offices. When it comes to our outside office, we have to create those networks. Like we have one today here and so many others when we move around with in our friends social circles, where will it'll keep us, strong rather than becoming weak mentally and physically, is what we talk about. Travel, explore the world, because this is the best time to do things which we never did while we were in our profession. And of course, personal growth, take up new skills, courses, hobbies, and start a side hustle or a consultancy. And here is something that I would like to leave all of you all with. 3 things. I will share this on the group as well. Identify what are your top 3 goals. It doesn't have to be 10, 20. Top 3. And list the 3 actions you will take this month if you are on that journey. And create a vision board for your reinvented lifestyle. What struck me just now when what I got from Arpita was my vision board would be something like what she demonstrated today very sweetly. I mean, that's my journey and I will create my own vision board with that. So these are some action plans I would like you to leave with. Thank you so much for your listening ears, and you'll have more of my details on the chat separately. Thank you very much. And if there are any more questions for me, do let me know. My details are mentioned below and I'll be happy to connect. So if there are any questions, you can ask me right now. Thank you, Gita. Thank you, Tojo.
Thank you, Maria. It was really deep. And thank you, Tojo, for sharing. Now it's my turn, finally. And I'm a life coach and a graphotherapist. And today I would like to talk about handwriting. What do you understand by the term handwriting? Any guesses?
Using
Repeat,
our
please. I didn't hear the word.
fingers, our hand.
Yeah, Maria, you continue.
No, she said, what is handwriting? You said using fingers, our hand.
Yeah.
Handwriting, the way you write tells lots about your personality, whether you are a confused person, whether you are a clear-minded person. So it can tell you a lot, the way you form. I think that's what I feel. I mean, because as I told you that I have always been a teacher, so I have dealt with so many students and their handwriting. And one thing which I have always notice, whether a child is a left-hander or a right-hander hardly matters, but even a left-hander can have extremely well handwriting, and even a right-hander can have a messy handwriting. So handwriting talks, I think it talks about more about the personality. That's what I feel.
Yeah, well said, Arpita, and well said, Maria. It is written by hand. That is why it is called handwriting. Hand is the medium. That is why we say handwriting. But it is not handwriting. It is brain writing. And as Arpita, I would like to mention, writing is never good or bad. In schools, we are taught that writing is good and bad. No, it is not good or bad. It is legitimate or illegitimate, right? So that's the science. Now, let's come to the brain writing. Whatever we write, we always write it subconsciously. Means the patterns come from subconscious brain. Although we think that we are writing consciously, but the patterns come from subconscious brain. So it doesn't matter we write with right hand, left hand, or taking the pen in our mouth. It doesn't matter at all, because the writing which comes is coming from our subconscious mind. But you getting my point? So let's do an activity, small little activity, because we are not left with much time. So I'll take to a long, chota sa activity. Let's do it. Everybody, please take your pens and paper. Ready? Okay, now what we have to do, we have to draw a circle. Draw 5, 6 circles. Small, small, very small, like O. Like this. Drawn. So now I would really want to know that what a circle means.
Completion.
Completion. Okay.
A set of points.
Yeah.
Collection of lot of dots.
Lot
Yeah,
of,
set of dots. Yeah.
yeah. What we are talking is like a drawing a circle. What does it mean, right? But what does a circle mean in real sense is, when we can draw a circle in 2 ways, anti-clockwise or clockwise, right? So if we are drawing a circle anti-clockwise, it means we are drawing it from this side, right? Ulta, anti-clockwise, from left to right. So it means a person is more into his or her past, right? Means our brain is more into past. We refer more to past. And if we are making the circle, the same circle from right to left, it means we are more focused towards our future. So just a small circle, and you see how it donates.
Very nice.
Yeah. So who would like to share? Who all are anti-clockwise? Debasmita.
Yeah.
Me.
Arpita.
Yes, what I found is that when I do the anti-clockwise, yeah, I am more in the past. If you have so, but sometimes the sheet was not proper. Okay, does it matter with that in that case?
No, the shape doesn't matter much. The what matters is how we use the pen. How we use
If
it
I can
right to
show
left
you,
or left to
yeah,
right.
yeah, you can see, right?
It's close.
When I'm just writing like this, it was not coming. But when I'm just writing like this, it is coming in a proper, nice circle, which I want, right?
It's
It's
coming
having
because,
perfect and imperfect.
because we are always used to write like that. You know,
Okay.
the way we write, our handwriting goes like that. You know, like when we eat from right, we are easy to write, eat with right. We are not eat with left. So in this similar way, if we are drawing a circle, we are used to draw it anti-clockwise. So we be comfortable in that, right? And if we are used to drawing it clockwise, then we'll be comfortable in that. But there is a different meaning of both the circles. So from today, if you want your goals to be focused, your goals to enrich, start drawing your circle from right, from basically clockwise, right?
Yeah, one question comes about the neuroplasticity.
This
So,
small activity will change the mindset.
one question comes up the neuroplasticity. When we are changing the state, like the writing also we are changing the state, right? How
Yes.
it works. Yeah, in this
It,
case.
it is working actually subconsciously. We don't even know how it works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So did you enjoy?
Yeah.
Anybody for questions?
I have a question, Natasha. So you said from the clockwise is that you're living in the present, and I mean you're not lost in the past, right? That is the clockwise.
Yes. Yes, yes.
But I do not know if it's my imagination. Actually, you're going back to your past, right? It's like the way you write, it's going back to the past.
No, it is not like that. When we are coming from this, it means we are referring to our past. And when we are going like this, it means we are referring to our future. Clockwise means the clock is always clockwise, right? It's going in future. It's not going in past. And if it's anti-clockwise, it means the clock is backwards, going backwards. It's a simple thing. That is why uska naam clockwise or anti-clockwise hai. We don't know the logic. That is why we don't know it.
Very
Got
true.
it.
So,
Yeah.
Natasha, I
Yeah.
have one question.
Yes.
Is it only for circles or also for writing O? When you
Yes.
are writing O, then also you should write clockwise, or
Gita ji, as
circles
I am
or-
explaining it to you, you can write it this way also, you can write it this way also. But if you want your future to get more settled, then start writing it clockwise. That's it.
Natasha, I have one question.
Yes.
Yeah, Nisha here.
Yeah.
So
Hi.
that's very interesting. And sometimes I was also following some handwriting things.
Okay.
But the thing, when I am writing O, like
Yeah.
is toy or anything, so T after O, it's going to be like this only. So if I am making O from right to left, then I'm going away from the first word.
Nisha, it doesn't matter when you are writing a word. I'm not
Hmm.
talking about the word. I'm talking about only O, a circle.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
So
When
in
you're
between, when
circle,
I'm forming the sentence, then if it is coming from left to right, then it's also fine.
yeah, it's fine. Then it's fine.
Absolutely fine. Okay, thank you for clearing. This clears my question.
Yeah, that's not a problem. And I'll share my number. You can all share your signatures, and I can do signature analysis for you, all of you. That will be absolutely free of cost.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We will definitely share.
Natasha, can I ask a question?
Yeah, please.
You asked to write to draw 4 to 6 circles, right? So I
Yes.
was confused if I should draw separate circles or what. I was about to ask you, but then I kept quiet because I wanted it to naturally come out. So I drew concentric circles. Is there anything behind it?
No,
Just
no,
started with a small one and then
no. It's not an issue. Basically, the purpose was for the activity was to see you draw it anti-clockwise or clockwise. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Even in concentric circles, you draw it this way or this way. No? That's
Tojo has his hand up.
This is a genuine question. Please don't take me wrong.
yeah. That's
Okay. Now, see, because whenever she was talking, madam was talking, like whenever you're drawing, writing O, right, you normally do it this way. And because of that, the habit is that way.
yeah.
Okay. But what I've observed with me, because since you're talking about this, I just was also thinking about it and I was just observing. So during drawing a O or a circle, I don't think much about it. I can draw it this way or draw it this way, does not matter. But whenever I'm making dosha, okay, I always make it in the clockwise direction. I don't know, like whenever I do the batter, it always comes in the clockwise direction. I just genuinely wanted to ask you this because this is something that we practically do, right? I can't do it this way. I can't do it anti-clockwise, and I've seen a lot of people doing it, but I can't do that. So this was a genuine question. No, I know it is funny, but at the same time, when you put it in practicality, right, this is how it actually happens. So I just wanted to ask you about that.
We are not talking.
So that means, Natasha, when we are drawing or writing O or zero or something like that, even if we are doing anti-clockwise, but when we are making food, we are always futuristic.
Yeah.
So,
Because we want to eat it, na?
True. That's why I'm asking you, generally asking you.
अगर वो कुक ही नहीं होगा, वो बनेगा ही नहीं, तो हम खाएंगे कैसे? इसीलिए हम उसमें फ्यूचर ले आते हैं ताकि वो कुक हो जाए and we can eat it. So we are coming at the end of the session. Any questions for any speaker?
So we'll practice now writing O and circle clockwise. So we are looking.
I can share a graphotherapy if you want with me, Gita ji. I can share that. We have a book for that. It is 30 days of coaching. You start doing it and you will see the difference in yourself.
But sorry. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Tojo, please.
No, but somewhere, like from the childhood, we are trained to write the cursive language, right? And whenever you're doing that, we normally write the O this way, and this is how we do it, right? So somehow it has been a part of us. Even when you're drawing it, you're doing it. But obviously, when you're using it with the compass, I normally do it this way. Now, because you are talking about this, I am able to relate with a lot of things that we've gone through in our life. So whenever we're writing a cursive, we immediately say T and O will always come this way. And when you're drawing a circle also, it'll automatically come this way. But when you use a compass, we normally do it in the clockwise direction. Right. So do they actually have something on that? Because is it like our education system, like I don't know because we don't use O in Tamil or Hindi or any other Indian languages, but whether the Western language is more depressing or negative biased, I don't know. I'm just asking you the question. Because the more you talk about it and we think about it, these questions do arise in our mind.
Yeah, for sure, obviously. But I was just giving you an activity. But basically, generally, what we do in graphotherapy, the patterns are set, and we have to make them, right? So they have an impact on our brain because our fingers move more than the normal. Like if we write normal handwriting, it's the movement, right? And if we write graphotherapy, it's move half an inch extra. So, but from that half an inch extra, our conscious mind is changed into means subconscious patterns which are stored. They get changed by that.
So, Natasha, I have a question.
Yeah.
Like, as we all know, like, I think this is done by everybody. Sometimes we use left to right and sometimes anti-clockwise, and sometimes in doing many things,
Yeah.
we are doing, the clockwise.
Right.
So
Right.
that means our life is balanced.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because
It is
I think this
balanced.
is
That is why we are here now.
every time we cannot do clockwise, and every time we cannot do anti-clockwise. We don't do.
It depends upon the
how we do.
state. It depends upon the state we are in. One the same
No,
mind.
depends upon what we are writing or what we are doing.
No,
See,
basically
if my state of mind is not, even if I'm thinking past, but I'll always make the dosa clockwise only,
yeah.
right? Even if I am in the past.
Dosa. We are not talking about dosa. We are talking about handwriting. So let's better come to handwriting, not to dosa.
Okay. So even if we are doing cursive, okay, that's a writing. So that will always happen in anti-clockwise only. Right? If we are writing O like this, only O, then also we will write like this only.
It is fine. But when we do graphotherapy, they take us to both the O's, to write it this way also, to write it this way also. And when we do both the O's, there's a difference in our mind state. You just try it and do for yourself. एक page लिख के देखो, just try one page, and then you feel how you are feeling, and we'll definitely come back to next on this next Tuesday.
I'll connect with
It's a
you.
good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Natasha, I just wanted to share this also again at the same time, because one thing that, as you said, when you consciously do it, you automatically take a step towards what you want to do. That is one thing that is actually true. But I'm just, just rethinking. I'm nothing wrong in what you're saying, because the way the cursive writing has been there, like when, particularly when during our school days, what I've gone through, when we're writing L or T, all this stuff, right? You're supposed to write it with two lines. It should be visible like this. And if it was one line, I remember my madam used to direct quarter mark for every wrong L which does not have the complete gap between that. These are the things that actually has, molded our minds, right? When you're doing it, so automatically whichever is coming as the easier one, we are trying to do it. But having practiced that, now how do you think that graphology will help us? See, I don't know the final outcome of it, because that is a realm that we don't actually look into, or we don't have the access to. But I do understand one aspect of it, that you're consciously making a decision to change something that you wanted to do. Right? So when you're doing something, then you're doing it consciously. It has a at least whether it has an effect or not, you have a clarity about what you're going to do.
Basically, sir, I would like to answer your, this question. When we do meditation,
Yeah.
right, we do it consciously or we do it subconsciously. Please let me know.
No, my practices are different, so it will not actually help with my answering.
Okay.
Is it okay if I answer? Is it okay, or if let me keep it that way?
Okay, fine. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, everybody is not able to do meditation. Why? Because their conscious brain is working so hard that they are not able to do it. So for them, graphotherapy is the best meditation, is the best kind of meditation, which they can do with conscious mind and which is working on their subconscious mind. You know,
Okay.
like my mother, she is not able to do meditation. Even if I say she will not, sometimes she'll open her eyes, sometimes she's restless because she's not used to that thing, right? And when it comes to graphotherapy, she can obviously write because writing is very easy, you know, so she can write. So basically, she's doing meditation with her conscious mind, right? Which is acting upon her subconscious mind. And just because of this graphotherapy, she's doing in 30 days, she has lot of changes in her. She has calmed down, right? Her temper has come a little bit low and focus has increased more, right? And for me, graphotherapy has changed my everything. I am a cancer survivor and I had so many pains in my body. This was the only modality, this was the only therapy which helped me, and it took all my pains away. I tried so many modalities, so many things, but nothing helped. So I would recommend everyone just go and just write graphotherapy, just one page daily, and your life will change. Thank you
Thank you.
for so much love.
Superb, superb.
Yes, Betty.
It's the
you
time
want to
for
say something? Okay, she's just clapping.
yes.
Yes,
Natasha,
Debbie.
it's a time now. It's
Yes.
10. It is going to close 10. Thank you,
Yeah.
Natasha. And
Thank
thank you for all the speakers. But before we leave, I want to share to just clap your hands for George Thomas. Can you please unmute and please come to in the panel? If you can on your camera,
Yeah, he's there.
Mr. George Thomas.
He's
Are
here
you there?
only. Yes,
Yes,
he's here only.
sir.
Sir, can you please unmute yourself?
Yes.
Yeah, please come forward. And
Yeah.
Jojo, who was actively participating, so please also unmute yourself and come. And please, I would request somebody, please, from the panelists, is to spotlight them. And Jojo, if you can. Yeah. So first, George Thomas, congratulations, because you have consistently coming to our show to learn. Even you are a business coach, whatever I have come to know about you, you have shared your profile with me today morning. So I would request you, I'm sharing that in the community, and whoever wants to connect and learn from from Mr. George Thomas would connect with him. Because we have closed the position of the speakers now from here because our panelists are increasing. So I would this is George Thomas. He won this. Please give him a everybody please unmute and clap your hands for them. For him, this yes. Thank you so much for being so much consistent, and please come every time because we at the end give surprises. Now for Tojo, since you were actively participating today, I want your presence to be in the next session. We will give you we will give you the prize on that day. Okay, so you are nominated. And Nisha, if you can just come on the stage, please. Please spotlight her as well. Nisha. Natasha, since Nisha, if you can.
Yeah.
Yes. So you have also got Tojo, you have also selected for the next time. I just want to know, I will request you just the way George Thomas has shared his profile and it is in the group. Please send me that was next time, whatever the profession you are dealing with will be shared in the community. And this, we are having currently 115 members. So a big congratulations to all the community members and all the speakers here. Because we dedicatedly come here to give you the learnings, whatever we have learned from our mentor, and we are here to give you all. And if you want, you can connect with us one to one. This is a free. If you want to learn graphotherapy, if you want to learn more about money management, if you want to know health, not health, wealth checkup, what Suman speaks about. If you want to learn about mirror magic, if you are anyways conscious about your health, and generally I give opportunities because I am working with a cancer awareness, and if you are someone affected with this, and if you are close one, you can connect with me. Yes, and not only this, I'm working with differently able children as well. So if you want to contribute for them with your learnings and anything, like the way the other panelists are doing, so you can come forward for that. There are a lot of opportunities with you. Yes. Yes, dear.
Yeah, thank you for this opportunity, first of all, because it's nice to connect with like-minded people and talk about things. It is definitely a blessing. Like I understand the value of it. I just wanted to know, is it happening only on Tuesday, or is it happening any other dates also?
It's happening on Tuesday only because Saturday is not possible. Saturday, Sunday. Because everybody is family person. I can understand that because we need to give time, and even we are also upgrading. Before coming here, we also have to do learning, and then we are coming. So a lot of things are in the back end. We process, we do, and then we come. And you can connect with Neha. You can understand what we do in the back end as well. So much to handle. Even all this, just connect with all the speakers here who are coming. Take their one to one for your better understanding of yourself. Because I personally work on identity, money management, and this the thing is I give trance meditation, or I use some NLP techniques, neuro-linguistic programming, and I combined with that and hypnosis. And I'm training the HR basically who are into CHRO, where I have implemented that, integrated with recruitment process. So, anyways, all are open. Please connect with all the speakers here, understand their stories, which why they have become a speaker. Because this is learn what they are learning and share your learning with us so that we can build a good community. This is not the end. Always remember this is the starting. And we are always there for you. And you are always there. If you are coming, you will get something from us. Yes. Everybody is a giver. And when you receive, we are receiving more from the universe.
So the reason I asked you was like, since you are inviting me, it's definitely a pleasure for me, and I should honor it. At the same time, I have my webinars on Tuesdays normally. So today was an odd day, and luckily I had an invite from Suman, and I came here. But if possible, whenever it is, if you can, if there is a possibility that I can attend the upcoming sessions, but I'll not be sure, as I told you, that I have my webinars particularly designed on Tuesday, but I'm planning to shift it to another day. It may take immediately, or it may happen immediately, or it may take some time. I don't know, because I'm just testing a few things on what is working and what is not working. So for that purpose, can I have this invitation open for me for a while? Is it okay?
Natasha, can you make a point of this? Because in the next meeting of us, we'll discuss on this. Yep. Yeah, thank you. So we'll definitely come with that. We have taken the feedback because we are here to learn. And our intention is for your growth is ultimately our growth. As my mentor, I've learned from many mentors. So one of the mentors always speaks about this. So definitely we will be taking care of it. And I hope you have written that, the community panelists. So we'll take care of it. Thank you so much, Shirley, for your feedback. And Nisha, the active participation. And thank you, George. You deserve this because you are the person who are showing up regularly. And thank you so much. For the rest, please do show up and get your prizes, get your love, and we are there for each other and for everybody's growth.
Thank
you.
you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
before we wind up, I will refresh all the panelists. Only the panelists will come with one of their learnings or one of the tips to the people who are there in the
Namaste. This is Sai Bachani, and you're watching channel Be Harmony, a harmonious way of living life. Now, this mirror.
Okay, yeah, honey. With the mirror magic, she starts. So I would request to remove. Okay, I'm removing them, and I want to just spotlight our community member now, the panelists. And then it's the other panelist one, Gita, Natasha, Maria. Yes, thank you. Yes. Yeah. There is Natasha there. Natasha, can you please spotlight yourself, please? Natasha, I'm not getting you also this. Can you just spotlight also?
Natasha. I can't see Natasha.
Yeah, even I can't see her.
She
Not
left,
there.
I think. She's not in the participants list.
Oh, she has left.
Okay.
Left.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, okay. So let's, the panelists, I will request, just give small tips to the people who are there in the students room today. Yeah. And I enjoyed it.
I'll go. Ever ready to start. Okay, so everybody, whether panelists and the audience, very, very important to look into your eyes, take a pause, don't be in a rush always, and say, I love you. We all deserve our own love. God bless you.
Yeah, Misha? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, from myself, do whatever you want to do, whatever you love to do. Take out some time, maybe half an hour, but do it daily. So, just love yourself, be yourself, and take out some time for yourself, which is very, very important. Whatever is your passion, just do it. That is very important. Give yourself some time. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. From my side, if you want to improve your performance, you need to improve your productivity. And if you have to improve your productivity, you need to be not only consistent, but also focused. When you are focused, you will find that you are able to do twice or thrice of whatever you have planned. So please do be focused. And I have passed on 4-5 tips to you. All focus related things can be fit in those 5. Develop your self discipline, set boundaries, set environment, develop willpower, and take all actions, all your words, all your beliefs towards, align it towards your. That's it. Thank you.
So I'd like to say, you need to be healthy, wealthy, and wise if whichever level of life or stage you are in. Do not miss touching any one of these in your life. Let it go. And especially that when you leave a legacy, you will need all three. Thank you.
Anyone left?
You.
Okay, I was searching Natasha and Dr. Salia in the book. I cannot find them here. So my tips for you all is that as you can see your future, learn from your past, grow from the future. Just take that leap. Okay, which you feel like I lost. Is everything is there in your unconscious mind. Then just find out that leap, you will grow for future. You don't know there is no limits. Okay, this is what unconscious mind speaks about. As mentioned, 95% of our unconscious mind is, and 5% is a conscious mind. So whatever we are absorbing is going to our unconscious mind and it is getting more and more purified. Okay, and that is what your learnings are. So be authentic, be you, just be you. This is what I can share. And thank you. It was a very wonderful session. An interactive session is what I always dreams about. That people should come and raise your hand with your learning, with your, if you are talking, you are talking to the universe. We are the channel here. And so for you as a universe. Thank you so much. And it already become
Thank you. Good night.
So,
Good night.
good
Namaste.
night.
Thank you.
Good
Good
night.
night, all.
Everybody, good night.
Thank
all.
you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, Betty.
Bye.
Maria,
I,
I don't have the option of sending message to everyone.
you don't have?
Yeah.